All right, so we're gonna redo this. I'd rather just redo this. All right, so three, two, one, go. All right, guys, this is gonna be a Lana video. I was trying to record the video, right? And midway through the explanation of what I was drawing, well, not what I was drawing. What I was trying to explain because I was trying to explain this like drawings that I did. I noticed that the computer was like the footage was a little weird. I was like, is that how it's recording or is that just how it's showing on screen? Well, actually, that's actually what it was recording. I was like, no, like I was recording under the wrong setting, I guess you can say. So like everything looked a little, I don't know if distorted is the right word, but like it looked a little different. What do you call it? A little different, right? It looked a little different and not. It was like losing detail, a little too bright, kind of thing. So we're gonna do this again. I'll basically go over what I was talking about before. So I'm doing these videos in a way of so I have a lot of characters that I'm going to be trying to build over time, stories and things that I want to put together. But I thought it would be fun to create a group of videos that I like make over time. So like this character, if you don't know, is Lana, right? Like this is you probably don't know her until like you watch this video, and then maybe you'll know if you ever come back to this video. But this is Lana, and Lana is a character that I want to build, right? I want to make her into something amazing and fun, you know? Like, I want to create her her world and her story, and, like, it'll be a lot of fun. But I thought it would be cool to have, like, videos where I would progress over time with, like, how far I get with the character. You know, I draw a couple of times and you know, I learn things about them, and then I update you guys on, oh, this is, you know, something new I know about her, this is something more about her, like more information as time goes on kind of thing. So it's like a character vlog. It's like, hey, this is where she started, and then you guys can see what how she progresses over time through the videos, like, and then there's gonna be like more and more and more videos, like, so imagine being at like video 71, and there's probably so much more information that we know about her, or far that we've gotten with the videos, I guess you can say, since like the first episode or like the first video. So that's what it's going to be. And every character I'm going to try to, like, for the most part, I'm going to be trying to give that to like most of the characters I'm going to come up with, so that you guys can like see the progression over time. Even if you like don't watch every single one, you can at least like click on one and see like, oh wow, this happened on video 45, like, oh, this, like, wow, there's the, you know what I mean, like there's so many like imagine seeing so many like videos on a single character, and like every character has, or like a lot of the characters have their own kind of video, like own select group of videos of their progression. Does that make sense? Okay, so that's out of the way. We explained that, and that's what we're going to be doing with other characters. And this that I have here, like this reference thingy right here, as you can see, this isn't like, it's a reference, but like I'm using the reference so I can explain it to you guys. It's like the reference setting. This is like my little picture idea board. What I like to do is I like to draw a bunch of characters on the board, and this is just like a sort of like a cue list, right? I like cue lists. It's like if I ever want to come back to this, and if I don't know what to do that day, or if I want to like think of a character, who should I expand on today, right? Like in this particular video that we're going to be talking about, like I expanded on Lana, and Lana is going to be someone that you guys are seeing for the first time maybe with this video. Like that's the idea. You might like watch another video in the future and know about her, but this is like her first video on the channel. So Lana, what was I saying? Lana was on this idea board, and this is what she looks like. You see, like she has her sword there, like that. You can see there's another character over there. This is what she's supposed to look like generally, or this is the idea of her, right? And I actually like this design. I liked like what she looks like here, so I want to like stay close to this. Lana, okay. So Lana, this is her little picture idea, right? Like this is the drawing board, we can say. And the drawing board has a lot of other characters in it, but this is what she looks like here. And I was trying to tell you that I do like how she looks. Like her design is really cool, and I wanted to stay closer to that. You know, I wanted her design to stay like this, a little bit closer to this, because it just, when I was drawing this, and you know, the thing with the idea board is, it's not necessarily like trying to make the most perfect design. Like that's why like you could see why it's so scratchy, right? Like the drawings are like a little scratchy, because it's generally, and like it could be wrong. Like the what do you call it? The, like, the hands might not be drawn perfectly, like there's so many things that could be drawn imperfectly, but it's the sketchy nature of like actually putting the idea down, and then just like it's sketchy, right? It's not like perfectly drawn, but it's enough of like a visual for me to like be like, okay, so this is what she kind of looks like. I could probably change it later in the future, but at least I know what, like, this is the idea for her. And she's been an idea for a while, you know, like I've had her for a while. I felt like okay, so she's been an idea for a while. This is just like a recent drawing of her, but she's been an idea for a while I've had, and I wanted to draw her again when I was doing this, and I did that, and this is what she ended up looking like, and I was pretty happy with it, right? This video game, this is like, her world is also like a video game. Like it has like video game things, right? Like, I guess you could say video game traits to the world, where like, you know, health bars are a thing and menus are a thing. Like her world is like that. Now the other characters in this character board, like there's more on the other side, and we'll get to it maybe another day. Their worlds might be different. You know, they don't necessarily, like, they don't all come from a world that is like video game that has like the video game traits. She does, but other characters don't necessarily do that. Not everyone. Natalia, you know, you might know Natalia as another character on this channel. She comes from, they're actually from what I understand now and from what I think, they are from the same world actually. So the only difference is like Natalia can go to other worlds a whole lot easier in some way. I'm not really sure how that works. I think it has something to do with teleportation, like teleporting, but she's from the same world, and they probably do see each other at some point. We'll get there when we get there, but we'll see. But this is what that health bar level system and her name being there basically is, because like they see each other's health bars, they can open menus and stuff like that, things like that. We'll get more to it the more we expand upon that. But I wanted, okay, so this is basically like her on the idea board. Did I explain what the idea board was? I did, right? I was like, I have this, like, this whole board is like, well, not the whole board, but like there's other characters on it, and I draw these characters and like this kind of like scribbly, not so perfect art style-y thing, but with like enough for me to be like, hey, this is what she looks like right now, or this is what this character looks like, and I'm pretty happy with it. And it's okay if it's like scribbly, because it's like, it's just to get the idea down, and I can expand on it in the future, and it's like it's a starting point basically, and there's like other characters there, so I can always come back to this and be like, okay, so here's another idea, let me expand on it. Here's another idea, let me expand on it. And this video basically was me expanding on Lana. Lana's on this idea board, and I wanted to expand on it. So we're gonna talk about these 4 drawings that I did. Now, the way I did these drawings were, I did like different poses. Like there's 4 of them, I think. I try to do 3 or 4 when it comes to like this sort of like little drawing session, because it helps me learn more about the character sometimes, and it helps me develop them more, refine their design. I was saying that I wanted to keep this design, right? I wanted to like be closer to this design. So I actually really like this picture that she has initially. So I might like keep referencing it when I draw it, just because I want to hold on to this design. Like it just looks cool, you know, like it's very close to what I picture her looking like. So I probably will come back to this like a lot more often than I usually would like with the other characters. But yeah, so we're going to talk about these 4 drawings. You guys ready? Okay. So this is the first one, and you were probably looking at it before. So, well, and this is kind of where it was like, the video was like kind of like, I was noticing a little bit after, like when I was explaining this character, I noticed that the video was like a little not great on the footage. But here we go. So her ponytail is messy, right? It's a messy ponytail. As you can see over here, it's a messy ponytail. That's the type of character that she is. She fights a lot. She's out and about. I was gonna say like wilderness or like out in the open kind of thing. Like she's not a character that just like sits around in the house and just like, you know, and then that's her day. That was probably where she started, maybe. That's probably where like she might have grown up in like a more like relaxed or calm, more peaceful environment, I guess you could say. But eventually she becomes this character that like fights with a sword and shield, and she runs around a lot in the world, and she's busy like adventuring, I guess you could say, and like going places, right? And becoming more like a warrior kind of character, or like a character that like fights a lot, right? Like she definitely fights a lot. So like, it becomes this thing where she's not necessarily like worried about too much about like appearance wise. Like her hair is gonna get messy, she's gonna get like messed up, dirty sometimes, like when she fights and she runs around and like but that's the kind of character that she is, right? Other characters might care about how their hair gets messed up, but her hair, you could see how it's like it's like a messy ponytail, but like it doesn't worry her that much, you know. So that's the kind of character that she is. She's a sword fighter. She has her shield in this one. I didn't draw the shield in any of these like pictures over here that we're going to be seeing, but she does, I think, have her sword in one of them, or two of them. But yeah, she does have her sword in, like, but not the shield. So this picture right here. Oh, you know what's also fun? Like I do these drawings in a way where like I bounce back and forth, right? Like, so I have this drawing here, and then there's probably gonna be another drawing over here, another one over here, and another one over here. And the nature of like this little draw session that I was doing, like what I was doing basically, was bouncing back and forth. Like I drew something here, and then I stopped, took a break, drew like by drawing something over here, and then here, like, and then I bounced back and forth after I drew one here, I think, and then I went back to this one, right? And I listen to music while I do this, so that like it helps me get into the mood. And like the point of this is to like, yeah, get better at like refine the design, maybe learn something, but also draw the character in like a different emotion, or like in a different situation. And it helps me like, hey, it's like, oh, okay, this is what she looks like when she's like in this kind of situation, right? And it helps me like sometimes like have ideas for like the story and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, I can like, you know, expand upon this. The other video I'm going to be doing about a different character is not going to be as like refined with the drawings. Like this was like more of like Lana's session. Like I was drawing her, and I was trying to draw like, you know, pretty good pictures that I really like that I liked. But the other one I'm going to be talking about is just going to be like on the idea board. It's like scratchy drawings. Okay, so here we go. So well, with this one actually, so like the emotion with this one basically was, think of like, what can you say? You know, like there's a character sometimes that like the character is about to do something that's like risky, or like it almost feels like a situation where like you might not see them again kind of thing, because they're about to do something that's dangerous, but it's like for like the good of like the people around her, like her friends, and she's like it might like save you know, like the world that she might be in. Like it's one of those situations where it's like a risky trying to save like her world kind of thing, right? So this is one of those things. It's like she turns her head, right, as you can see, and I don't know if her arm is in pain, but like it might be like she's about to fight something, or she's about to go do something that like will probably like benefit her world and like save, you know, it might save like her world kind of thing. But like this is like a last kind of goodbye, right? Like I'm gonna go do this, right? And it's gonna be okay, don't worry about it, like just it's gonna be fine. Like, but this, like, I'm gonna go and it's okay. like she's ready, like, but she's just trying to like say goodbye, like, you know what I mean? Like it's like that sort of goodbye, right? But this is like the kind of expression, like it makes sense for her. Like, you know, she's definitely like, she smiles even though like it's a risky thing that she might not come back from, but she's willing to go and do that because like her mind is set on trying to save her friends, her world, and go to try, you know? It's like it's what a hero would do, I guess you could say, right? So yeah, for lack of better words there maybe, but like this is like a sort of like a final goodbye kind of like pose, I guess you could say. And this definitely like does fit like the kind of character she would be. Like she definitely like it's not much of a like a sad crying kind of goodbye. It's more of like, all right, happiness, you know, but it'll be okay kind of thing. And she'll say that because she doesn't. I mean, would it be fair to say that she doesn't think the other way because like it's not worth it? Maybe she just wants to take into consideration the feelings of her friends and people, and even though like it seems very discouraging and they might miss her, she definitely wants to be positive and happy, and she's gonna go do I don't know. I'm taking this so far. It's like being a hero, basically. Does that make sense? Okay, let's move on. All right, so here's the next one. The next one here. Now this was more of like a serious kind of like. This is more serious. Oh, let me move this a little bit. You guys can see it. So this is more serious, right? Imagine like being in like a fight. I was thinking of like for like this pose as when she's in a fight. Okay, look at the difference between these two. You see this? You see how like this girl right here she's happy, and she's like, this is like she's like looking at her friend kind of thing, like looking at her friend or her friends, and it's like a smiling mood. This is her like in a fight in which she's like serious, like she's ready to like, she's very focused, and she's no longer like, I mean she can be like goofy and smiley, right? But like when it's like serious and when like something's important, when she's trying to like to stop something or trying to like fight something, and it's a serious fight, and when others are in danger, or like when she's doing, when she's fighting for something that she that really matters, and when she's very standing on her point, like if there's something that she thinks is like right, and it's like right, and you know, like right, what can you say? Basically, if something is wrong and she's and like if there's something that's like if there's another character that's doing wrong, right? She's very and if she thinks that character is wrong for what they're doing, she gets very serious and is willing to stop them. Does that make sense? And she, especially if like that wrong like hurts others and like is very and if it's not like, and if it goes against what like what's right and good, right? Like she will be very standing on that point, and she will try to stop them. Does that make sense? Like she gets very serious. So she can be like this character that's like calm and like peaceful. What was I gonna say? Like calm, goofy, and optimistic. But when something stands in the way of others, when something hurts others, you know, and when something is like very like when there's characters that are trying to do things that aren't right, and this is really like what could I say? She's very serious about stopping them and not letting them hurt others by doing what they're going to do. She likes to do what's right. Does that make sense? Like that's what it is. Like she's got a very good I guess you could say moral compass. And when someone's being when someone's not doing the right thing, and when it hurts others, she gets very serious, and she's willing to like fight to protect them. Good moral compass, a very good moral compass. Does that make sense? Okay. Gets very serious, and yeah. All right, so you get the idea. And then this next drawing is this one. Okay, so I don't know. I kind of like these two in the front first. This was me, I guess, trying to figure out like if I can like get like a better design opportunity going for like what she looks like. And I don't know. I wouldn't say like this is like my favorite, right? But because it isn't. But it does like, I guess, like help me visualize what it was like. It was helpful for trying to like figure out what like her design would be, and it really pretty much is the same, as you can say, except for like the shield not being there. Like she will carry a shield, I just don't know what to do with it yet, and I don't know what it looks like, so I didn't really draw it. But this sword is pretty much subject to change. Like it's gonna, I don't know how long it's gonna be, what it like looks like. This is just like the what it is for now. But I don't know if she's gonna have this thing that she carries the sword, and yet I just thought it was cool to draw it to see what it would look like. Like you can see like there's like the sash that's holding it, kind of like it, and then there's like a sash that's holding like this pocket bag thing that's like on that side. Thought it was cool to draw just to see what it would look like. It looks pretty nice, and this is her just being a happy person, I guess you can say. What else is there to it? She's just in a good mood. She seems pretty good that day, you know? Does that make sense? And then this one was the last one. Okay. So I drew this one trying to capture some kind of mood here. This mood is one of those moods that you have, like, let's say you're in like a not so, I wouldn't say depressed or not happy, or well, not happy might be it, but like there might be something that isn't sitting well, or like that isn't going well with like the characters around her, or like things maybe it's like a dangerous or like a not so great situation that's going on, and this is like in one of those peaceful times where like, or peaceful environments where like there is no fighting going on, but you know that something's happening, and it's like story-wise, like something is happening, and they're not at the point where they're going to fight and try to like make this be better. Maybe they're preparing, maybe they're in a situation where like they have to go do something, but like it's on her mind kind of thing, and she's not like, and she's concerned, right? She's concerned in her mind. She knows that something isn't right because it's like, it's very obvious, right? Like story-wise, it's obvious that like something isn't right, and there's something that like they're working towards to try to fix it and try to make things better and try to like make good happen, I guess you can say. But this is like where like she's in a different place. Maybe she's walking in like with her friends or something like that, but this is just like her in a mood where like everything's okay, like around, like in the area, like it's a peaceful area, and maybe they're walking and they're going somewhere, but like this is like she's internally, like in her mind, she's like concerned, you know, and she's like not in the best mood. She's not in the worst mood either. Like she's definitely not like happy mood. She's not in like mad mood. She's just like, this is like a calmful, hey, like calm, let's walk. We're walking. I'm thinking about something, and it's got me in like not the greatest mood, but like, I know we're going somewhere, so it's okay. Like, don't worry about me. Let's just go. That kind of thing. It's like that's what kind of like mood this would be, right? And yeah, I think that this is pretty much it for these ones. I think that this was the little session that it was pretty long, that it took a long time like drawing this. Not like a super long time, but like it took me a while, right? But yeah, so this was Lana's pretty much first video. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I like wanted to say. I don't think so. I think that this is pretty much it. Like, these were the drawings that I drew for her, and not all of them are going to look like this for every single character. Like, some character, like, the videos are going to vary, guys. The videos are very much going to vary. It might go from, like, fun, like more refined sketches, and you can kind of really see what's going on, to like little scribbles that like kind of just paint an idea. There really is no what can you say? There is no, this is how the video is going to be drawn every single time. Like there isn't going to be a, hey, this is how it's drawn every single time. You're going to see every single video is going to, like that. That's not how it's going to be. It's going to be like, it's going to vary from what you see in the drawings, and like the videos are going to be all over the place. Does that make sense? It's like, it's not like it's not going to be what can I say? I don't know. Like, how do I put this together? The videos and what you see and the length of the video and the information in it and the drawing that's in it will vary frequently, or it will vary from video to video. Some videos might be similar, some videos might be different, but that's the whole fun about this, is like each video is going to be different, and that makes it easier for me because I can actually talk to you guys and put it out there over time and just keep developing these characters over time. And there really is like less of a pressure to just like draw something and just make something perfect. Like that's what it is. It's not going to be perfect. Not every the videos are not going to be perfect, and they will vary in terms of length and all sorts, I guess, and what you see on screen and what's like, I guess, what might be talked about. It'll vary, because I'm not looking for perfection at this point. Not with this. I think that I just want to put these out and just develop the character more and more as it goes, and it's just going to be fun to not worry about how perfect it, hopefully, like it'll be fun to like not worry about putting out a perfect video but like I want to put out something that like that matters, and I think that like was fun to make and progresses the character more and more. Does that make sense? Yeah. So this is Lana, and I hope that you guys had fun meeting her, or this was fun in some way, shape, or form. So this is Lana, and this is video 1.